Manchester has been bitten by the Oasis bug, like it was before anyway, but it is full on Oasis fever here in Manchester. Tomorrow, which is Friday, today's Thursday, marks the first time Oasis have played Manchester since they broke up. And funnily enough, their last ever gig they played in Manchester, and might be the UK as well, was Heaton Park. And with that brings a work opportunity for me. I'm not joining the band, but I am going to be looking after Auteur Store in Chorlton. But what's Oasis got to do with it, I hear you ask? Well, Alex, who owns the shop, is going to watch Oasis with his wife. They've both got tickets, which is really cool. I don't have tickets, so Alex asked me if I wouldn't mind looking after his shop for a day. I love Auteur Store. You may have seen me post about them before. When I used to work there more regularly, you may have seen me post and do videos and all that. And you may have heard Alex on the podcast episode of Easy on the Ivy. So we're going to jump forward in time to Friday, the day that Oasis graces Manchester for the first time in years. You'd think I'd have looked up the years first, but I can't remember. I don't know. But let's jump ahead forward in time to Auteur Store in the leafy suburb of Chorlton, Manchester.
This is a service to East Didsbury. The next stop will be Chorlton.
So, good morning. We are here on a very sunny Friday in sunny Chorlton, Manchester. Look at that. The place has been vaporised. Oh, no. Now it's gone to normal light. But yeah, we're in beautiful sunny Manchester. It is 30 degrees. Oasis is back in town. It is the most Manchester day of all time. But yeah, I am happy because I'm not at Oasis. I am here at Auteur Store. And the first thing that hits you all the time when you walk into Auteur Store is how well it smells. How well it smells? Yeah, how good it smells. And that's because of all the incenses, the scented candles, etc., that are sold here. But yeah, there's some absolutely beautiful pieces here. And I would say there's nothing quite like this place in Manchester. They're similar, but this place is certainly very much Alex's Curation. Some fantastic brands, just straight away off the bat. Ferro's, Free Note Cloth, HE Sports, which I think only has one other stockist in the UK. I could be wrong, but how beautiful is this Towelin polo? Very Sean Connery, Dr. No, James Bond. HE Sportswear, from Newcastle, I believe. One-man band, Gregory Farmer. Of Gregory Farmer Clothing, you may know. But yeah, there's some beautiful pieces in here. I have my eyes on this Pharaoh's kind of resort collar shirt. You don't see this collar often, do you? Beautiful shirt. Great for summertime. Very much kind of something Don Draper may have worn. That's always a bit of a, a bit of a gauge for me. Would Don Draper wear it? And if so, I would probably wear it too. Mr. Freedom, who is one of Alex's favourite brands. This is what I believe they call their campus blouse, maybe? But it's really cool. Proper 1950s, cinch on the back. 1940s, 1950s workwear. Look at that kind of club collar. Beautiful piece. But yeah, some gorgeous bits in here. Let's spend a day here and I'll dive through some more stuff as we go along. I can't stop wearing my Wive cap. Funnily enough, Wive is going to be stocked here soon. Fantastic brand from Brooklyn, New York. I think it was someone like the head of fabrics at Ralph Lauren originally set them up, but you can very much see that. It's Western meets Ivy, and these caps, their ranch caps, are fantastic. Signature green under peak, chain stitch logo. but they're fantastic. I can't get enough of the shape of these, and I'm really excited for them to be finally stocked here in Auteur Store. I'm not sure what Alex is going to be stocking yet, but I am very excited for that. One thing that may surprise you that I'm a big fan of in the shop at the minute is this short sleeve Western shirt. Really cool, like 3-note cloth. Like obviously you can't tell from the video, but the cloth itself is so soft. And I always like the kind of Ralph Lauren thing of mixing Western and Ivy, and I think you could do it really well with this. Pair of chinos, loafers, a cap perhaps. White t-shirt if needed underneath, but it's a beautiful piece. It's obviously got the classic Western snap buttons, gorgeous double pockets, the yoke on the back, and keeping it on the theme of Japanese Americana, we have the chain stitching runoff just there, which shows that you're wearing a premium garment for those in the know. For those not in the know, they often think you've just got kind of thread dangling, and I've heard horror stories of people cutting them off, which you should never do. I am a huge fan of these candles that Alex sells, and they're by Ambush Candle Co. This one's called Take a Hike, but they've got wood crackling in them, wood crackling burner in them. So basically when you light them, they sound like a miniature bonfire, which I just love. As you can see, it's just there. And the scents are all really nice, but the wood crackling burning just makes it different to a normal candle, and it's a beautiful gift. So with Alex's shop, you'll find lots of Japanese and Korean brands, brands from across the world, primarily Japan. But you'll just find stuff that you won't find elsewhere, really, in the UK especially. This is Lawford, a Japanese company. It's a really nice kind of basic summer striped t-shirt. We've got Jackman, another great company, especially for their sweatshirts. 3-note cloth from the USA. And then what I do like this season, all these Ferros 1960s Japan motorcycle club t-shirts. If you're into your graphics, Ferros is a great company to dive into and have a look. Ferros again, all very cool. But yeah, t-shirts, we've got you covered in this place. Look at that, that's very cool. Also just landed and putting them out as we speak is this Alavol pocket tee. Alavol is a brand from London, but they make stuff in Japan. This is a pocket tee made for them in Japan. As you can see, no seams, tubular, which is the best kind of tee. It's a bit more heavyweight than a Whitesville, so I think it's a great addition to this shop in particular, because obviously Alex sells Whitesville, but this is kind of a new welcome. Very soft. It comes in navy and white. Very kind of good price point too at £65. It'll last you, it'll wash well, and it's heavyweight, so you can wear this one on its own. I always see Whitesville as a bit more of an undergarment, so these are great for just summer days like this, wearing them on their own. You'll know I'm a huge fan of sweatshirts, and here we go. Here's another amazing example of Japan making the best sweatshirt, and this one's by Jackman. You would have seen the t-shirts I just showed you a minute ago. Classic grey, proper gusset on the front and the back, and there's one in this stunning, almost coral colour. If you've watched much of my stuff before as well, you will know I am a huge fan of Sebago, and Alex stocks the Sebago Dan classic penny loafer. Beautiful construction, leather sole, gorgeous beef roll, everything you want from a perfect loafer. Very happy as well because Alex is partnered with Ivy Ellis. He's stocking them. It's a brand that you may have seen I've done lots of work with before. I'm a huge fan. I wear them every day, I think, or just about. And Ivy Ellis, great company because they don't just make kind of American sportswear inspired socks from different teams. They are partnered with Campaign Against Living Miserably, men's mental health charity. So every pair you buy, a portion of the profit gets donated to them. What a great idea. But yeah, I am a huge Ivy Ellis fan. I've got lots of pairs of them. But I am liking these ones that aren't white. It's just a little bit different. Just a little bit different colours, which is cool. These blue ones, very nice too. And what I like about Alex's store, and when I was an assistant manager once upon a time in retail, and I always used to like the idea, and I always used to stress it, that props should be around the store just for reference points for customers that may not understand a look, or they want to get into a look and they can just go, oh yeah, I want to wear, why, I want to dress like him. And yeah, things dotted around the shop is always a great idea. And Alex does that really well. All Blues Co. does it as well in Leeds. They're really good at that. But Alex also does a very good job. So Auteur Store does stock my favourite pair of jeans, and it is the Sugarcane 1947 denim. Now, you may have read my blog the other week about these, where I specifically spoke about this pair, but the 1947 denim is based on the original Levi's 501, and it features some nerdy level details that kind of jeans don't have anymore, but these do, which is really, really cool. So, concealed rivets, no arcuate on the back, which was very common back then because they weren't for kind of fashion or style. They were literally work pants. So the arcuate you normally get on jeans is that kind of shape I'm making there, and that was made for Levi's to represent an eagle in flight, which is quite a cool little bit of nod to Americana. And also, yeah, they're just really cool. I love these. They've got the signature red selvedge line that Levi's trademarked back then. And yeah, it's just a beautiful denim. 14.25 ounce. So a mid-weight denim and a favourite of mine. So other than the 47s, there is also the 55 by Sugarcane. This comes in a slimmer leg, still based on a 501, but the 501s you got in 1955 when people were shrinking them. They were made a little slimmer. But yeah, this reflects the ones worn in 1955. These are still a great jean. And this, again, has another nerdier detail, a zipper fly. So the other one had a button, but these have zippers. Basically, in the 50s, when they introduced 501s onto the East Coast market, they assumed because all these East Coast Ivy Leaguers liked dressing more smartly, they'd prefer a zip. And actually, they were wrong. The sales weren't as good, and they did go back to a button fly. But that's just a cool detail for you to tell all your friends down at the pub. Well, thank you for joining me here at Auteur Store for the day. It's been fantastic as always. Thank you for everyone who popped by and said hello. As you will agree, I'm sure it is a fantastic shop. Japanese denim, some of the best bits and bobs you'll find all around. There's not quite another menswear store like it in Manchester. So if you're about, come on in. Alex is a lovely guy. Say hello to him and he will chat your ear off, I am sure. Thank you for tuning into this video. I'll catch you on the next one.